Yo yo everybody, it's yours truly, MusicClues. Welcome to the MusicClues Reacts to Xbox complete Xbox showcase. So they're gonna be showing off the Xbox Series X games from the first party group. And I'm gonna be here reacting to it. I know I'm live a little bit earlier than expected, but that's because this pre-cut. I'm watching the Game Awards live stream. The reason I say that is because they did say that there's going to be some annual world premieres, so I want to be able to react to all the new stuff of Xbox has to show. So I'm going to be tuned into this one instead of the Xbox stream. But yeah, feel free to take a seat, grab a couple snacks and stuff. It's gonna be a while before it starts, so I'm gonna turn off my camera, can't ever for the time being, and I'll let you guys just chill here. If you guys need to talk to me, just let me know. But I'm gonna switch the camera off. It doesn't show stuff. All right, sorry about that, guys. I actually had to it one thing. While I am live, I'm going to be doing some stuff off screen, and when we get closer and closer to time, I will jump back in so we can get ready to go and react to this live. So yeah. So like I said, feel free to grab a snack, grab some popcorn, grab your drinks. We're gonna be we're gonna be live for a while. Oh, speaking of live, it looks like the Game Awards is going live right now. It's sick. All right, I'm gonna switch this my camera back off for the time being, and I will be back soon. Oh, hi, Joshua. Didn't see you there. Welcome. I'm just waiting for the stream to go live before we start live reacting, so I'm just off screen. Oh, yep. And there they are. So yeah, you hyped for today's Xbox event? And I'm excited to see what comes. Maybe Banjo-Kazooie? Maybe? I mean, I honestly doubt it, but that would be kind of cool. Okay, hey, we got 14 minutes. All right, hmm. Hey, I don't blame you. I'm gonna be honest. I am excited to see what Xbox has, but I'm a little too about this. Hopefully they don't mess up. Uh, Either way, right? I'm excited to see what comes out of this today. I'll be shocked if we see Banjo-Kazooie or even Conquer. Okay, but yeah. Just so you know, I'm also streaming on Twitch, guys. So if you're having trouble with the YouTube stream, you can head over to my personal Twitch channel and check it out over there. Links in the description below. I'm gonna tune out for a second, guys, but I'll be back back about 5 minutes closer to when the stream's gonna start. Yo, Allison! Hey there! Welcome to the stream. All right, guys, it's almost time. Can't wait to see what Xbox is up to. Sorry if I seem a little sleepy, guys. Still a little tired. Okay, it's almost time. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Keighley, and welcome to this special Xbox game showcase and our pre-show here, leading up to the big main showcase that happens in 1 hour at the top of the next hour. Welcome to YouTube Gaming and our exclusive coverage. This obviously is a different year for all of us in 2020, and normally every year I love getting together with everyone around the world to watch all the E3 events, but this year, of course, given where the world's at, we're doing things virtually. Before we get into this, I certainly want to acknowledge everything that is still happening around the world with the COVID pandemic, and certainly hope everyone is safe and feeling okay today and excited about video games, which I think have been a source of comfort for many of us in 2020. So today is really about celebrating games and the future of games and where games are going in the future. You know, this is still a big year for games, and that new consoles are launching. And today is all about Xbox and the Xbox Series X, which is coming out this holiday season. Although today is less about hardware and is going to be more about the games. And in our pre-show, we've got a lot of great guests joining us to preview what we expect from Xbox. And we also have some world premieres and some great new game stuff to show you guys as well. The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards when we revealed the Xbox Series X hardware on stage. I certainly miss memories of thousands of people together and the excitement of shocking the world with that announcement last year. That was such a special moment that no one had any clue it was about to happen, and we revealed the hardware there. But of course, everyone wants to know about the games that are going to run on the system. And today is all about a game that was sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo Infinite. We are going to get a first look at the gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite in the Xbox Game Showcase. That's something that we're all very excited to see. I'm sure we'll be talking about that a lot over the next hour. And Xbox has already said we're not going to hear a lot about hardware today. We don't expect to hear the release date for Series X. We don't expect to hear about pricing. It really is going to be a showcase all about games and focused a lot more on their first-party studios, meaning games that are coming exclusively to the Xbox ecosystem, which of course includes Game Pass and PC and even xCloud. There's a lot to talk about, kind of what Xbox is doing with gaming and their approach. So we've got some world premieres for you, and we've got a lot of guests. So let's get ready for the countdown here. 58 minutes away from the show. Before we get to our first world premiere, though, I'm going to welcome some panelists to talk about what we're expecting today from Xbox. So first up, joining me is my good buddy Jack Septiceye. Jack, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's good to be here. Thankfully, it's
great to have you here.
Hey there, Jack.
In Los Angeles. We've also got Lauren Side here. Lauren, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you as well. And finally, we've got a guy who got to go up to Microsoft and check out the Xbox Series X hardware before lockdown. Austin Evans. Austin, good to have you with us, man.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, great to have all you guys here. So let's kick things off here by talking about what you want to see from Xbox today. They had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more from. They wanted to see, more gameplay, more games. They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations as fans of games? What do you want to see at the top of the hour from Xbox? Let's start with you, Jack.
The big elephant in the room, the big chief elephant in the room is everyone just wants to see Halo Infinite. And I'm really curious because I'm not the biggest Halo fan, but this one has kind of gotten me intrigued and excited. So I'm curious to see about that. I want to see more Hellblade 2 if we're going to get some of that, because when we saw that trailer at the Game Awards and we were sitting in that theater and that music kicked in and rocked everyone's socks, I was really impressed with that and seeing what the hardware could kind of do in engine there. I'm a sucker for FromSoft games. My heart's going to be broken when we don't see Elden Ring today, but it's been so long since it was announced. I need to see it somewhere and see that it still exists. And as long as I get a good world premiere, I'll be happy.
Oh, wait. We got the world premiere voice guy actually doing the voice here when we come to our first world premiere. So I'm here to take care of you. But yes, as you said, everyone would love to see Elden Ring. Everyone would love to see new game announcements too. You mentioned Halo. Lauren, is that the big thing for you? Like seeing Halo, what are you excited to see?
No, so I feel like Halo was like my first introduction into like first-person shooter games and why I should not play them because I'm horrible at them. But that was like my first. It holds a special place in my heart because like that was the first time realizing I was terrible at them. I'm really excited. I'm big into like psychological horror games. So the medium, I really, really want to see more about. I want to see gameplay. They haven't told us a whole lot about it, but I'm living for it, like the Silent Hill music, everything. And Everwild is the other one I'm really interested for, like, to see more about, because both of those are kind of a mystery. I haven't seen much on them.
Oh, that's great, because as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild that they teased last year at EXO from Rare looked really interesting. I agree. Hopefully we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts that, they acquired that studio. Hopefully there'll be an update on that one. And they said Microsoft's got so many studios, so many games across the portfolio that I think we'll get hopefully some new game announcements and also some updates on those existing ones. Austin, you are one of the few people I think in the world that got to check out Series X. I remember you did you got to check out Gears, how that was looking on the hardware and everything like that. So you have a really interesting perspective on this. What do you want to see at Xbox X?
So, I love the nerdy details, right? I want to see the 120 FPS and the HDR and all the ray tracing. I'm really interested in seeing kind of like what this next generation is able
Blah,
to
blah,
do.
blah, 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 blah. Graphics.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be all over Halo. I really want to see what they're able to do.
You can't tell.
Considering that's going to be a game that will be on
As you can
Xbox
probably tell,
One,
I'm
sort of
slightly tired of
C and Series
you.
X and kind of seeing how they're able to step it. And I'm definitely a huge fan of the Forza franchise, right? That's sort of been Really,
Oh, you're in plenty of time, Joshua. It's only the pre-show. We still got a whole hour before Xbox's actual showcase starts.
more than anything else, right? So that's.
But if you're in time for the first world premiere, yeah, definitely.
But what I'm really curious about
Hey.
is getting a really good look at kind of what this new slate of titles look like, right? I mean, obviously we know that there are a bunch of games that are coming out sort of holiday season. I'm assuming we're probably going to see some games kind of.
Okay, just need to give this a refresh real quick.
Little bits and pieces. I got to try a couple of tech demos. I know the specs. I know all the kind of the basic stuff. But what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that comes together and brings what this next generation is all about.
Philosophy on Xbox that Phil Spencer has expressed is, a little bit different than PlayStation. That they're saying that all these games are going to show you today conceivably will still work on your current Xbox, will work on PC, and they might, they work better on the new Xbox. But I'm curious for you guys. How does that affect your sort of decision on what you're going to do with Xbox? Like, what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system? Because it's different. Halo, as you said, will work probably on, if you have an Xbox right now, it'll work on the current system. So I assume part of what they have to show today is why it's going to be even better on the next one.
Yeah, I think for
definitely what I expect.
Yeah, I think for me, what I like most about the Xbox that kind of sits in my house is like we always get Sony with their exclusives, and I would love to see some really cool exclusives come out of Microsoft today. It's the thing that people keep talking about all the time. But I love the kind of home entertainment aspect of my Xbox. I love the kind of UI and the speed of the system and kind of sitting down. I use it for everything. I only use my PlayStation for gaming, but I really use my Xbox for almost everything. I watch Netflix on it. I watch movies, and I play my 4K Blu-rays and everything on it because my PlayStation couldn't do that. So I'm really curious to see how they evolve kind of the OS of the system and make it snappier and faster, and how you're able to switch between games on the fly and being able to have all of those old games be playable on the new one. They keep talking about backwards compatibility a lot and how that's a big factor for them. And I'm curious to see how far that goes and how many games you can really play with that and how far they're pushing it. And stuff like Game Pass has come out, and it's kind of a game changer because there's so many times when I just go on and I don't want to buy a new game, but Game Pass is a good way of kind of trying it out and testing it and just downloading it there and playing straight away. And I really love that aspect. So I want to see how far they push that. And xCloud, I think, is what their trump card will be this time, at least for me personally, the way I consume the media on my Xbox.
Yeah, no, I think that, as you said, the Game Pass is another big part of it, that, a lot of these games now come out as part of Game Pass. Like Microsoft has said, kind of all their first-party titles are in Game Pass, and that, I think, lets people sample more games, right? It's no longer like you have to spend $60 to play everything. Also, I wanted to ask you about the specs and the frame rates and all that type of stuff. You live in the world of tech and RDNA architectures and whatnot. Like, what do you think? What does that all mean to the gamers? Like, how do you think the games are going to be different? Or what are the things we should look for here in ray tracing and things like that? Like, what do you think are going to be some of the big leaps that we're going to see in some of these games, hopefully?
So I think the interesting way of looking at sort of the previous generation, sort of Xbox One, PS4, going into this new generation, is that it's a much more well-rounded package, right? So you look at something like the Xbox Series X, spec-wise, it is equivalent to a very high-end gaming PC. That's not something we've seen in the console space for a long time, right? You look at the Xbox One, it had good graphics, right? It was able to provide some really impressive games. You look at something like Red Dead 2 running on an original Xbox One. It's really impressive that was able to be sort of accomplished. But the thing is, this generation, with the Series X, we have not only the SSD, which I think people are going to very quickly get used to, not minute load times, but a few second load times. But also you have that really powerful CPU, which is going to enable these bigger open worlds, sort of more interesting looking physics. And then you have on the graphics side, not only sort of more detailed things. And I think the higher frame rates are something that, especially as more and more TVs are developing that sort of tech, that people are going to really start to appreciate. But also these new features like ray tracing, right? Which are just going to help ground these worlds in a much more sort of realistic sort of location. Like, I guess for me, it's more about making the console a much more complete package, right? You're not sort of sacrificing because you're playing on your PC versus your Xbox or anything, like you're going to be getting a very similar level of performance. And in a lot of cases, something like the Series X is going to be significantly more powerful than any other gaming device in your home.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully we're going to get to see some of that. Lauren, you get the last word here. Anything you're hoping is a surprise today? You talked about some of the games we know about, like the Medium and Everwild. Anything that you're secretly hoping they show here in some way?
I was looking yesterday to see if there was anything I could think of that like they could surprise me with. I've personally been more of like PC gamer, PlayStation. So if they can surprise me and pull me in with more like Xbox exclusives, I mean, Game Pass has been a game changer for me. I've been using that a lot lately. So just like bringing me into that ecosystem, if they can do that, like then they've surprised me. So
no, that's part of what they're trying to do here. Is you said, you can play all this stuff on your PC. You can play, on your phone.
That is true. That is true. True. Game Pass has been a game changer. It's gone to the point where Sony's had to really scrape the bottom of the barrel for PlayStation now to keep people from leaving the system.
To fill out that hour. All right. Well,
thanks,
Lauren, Austin, and Jack. We will see you guys later. We'll all be watching live. And we do have some special world premieres throughout this show. We've got a number. I think we've got a half dozen things we're going to show you guys over the next 45 minutes here to give you a little preview of some stuff that will be coming to Xbox. And we're going to start right now with this world premiere announcement. Check it out.
All right, first world premiere. Square Enix. Dragon Quest!
You're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
Know this. The Luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm.
Well, that was out of nowhere.
You will surely arise to take the sword in hand once more.
どうもゲームデザイナーの堀裕二です。1986年に日本で第1作目となるドローンクエストというロールプレイングゲームを発売して今年で34周年を迎えました。今回シリーズ本編最新作のドローンクエスト 11S が Xbox プラットフォームで発売され、さらにゲームパスにも登場します。
Whoa! That's big!
ドローンクエストが初登場ということで僕も大変嬉しく思います。今日は皆さんにドローンクエスト 11S の魅力を紹介していきたいと思います。ドローンクエストでは自分自身の主人公になって魅力あふれる仲間と共に
Dragon Quest S. So I actually already have on my Nintendo Switch thanks to my physical copy of the game. But if I am able to play on an Xbox, I will show you guys can play on that one too. Since I do want to be able to show it off. So yeah, I'll definitely be playing that one on Xbox Game Pass. Okay, that was out of nowhere. Way to start off, Microsoft.
キャラクターの特性を生かした戦術で戦います。出現するモンスターも可愛いものから恐ろしいものまで多くのモンスターがいます。今戦闘しているスライムは1作目から登場している人気者なんですよ。その他にも昔懐かしい 2D モードや過去のシリーズの作品の世界を体験できる
Oh, snap. This is based off of the Dragon Quest S version. Okay. Okay, coming this December. Nice.
There you go, Dragon Quest coming for the first time to Xbox. And now we're going to get right into another world premiere. This is a brand new game announcement. A smaller team and studio that has a new title to announce today on the pre-show. So take a look at this.
We have a brand new world premiere. Let's see what this new title is. Actually, no, Joshua. It's actually previously the series is start was on Nintendo, but then it switched over to PlayStation and Nintendo, and it's been like that ever since. So this now it's coming full circle. It's coming to all systems, including PC. So that's pretty awesome. But no, it's not always been a Japanese Nintendo exclusive. However, the fact that Xbox is getting the Dragon Quest S Dragon Quest 11S version and not the standard one that PlayStation got means that PlayStation fans got shafted again. Ouch. But no, Dragon Quest has not been a Japanese Nintendo exclusive. Listen, it's been on PlayStation in Japan before.
All right, that's Exomecha, a brand new free-to-play game coming in late 2020.
I didn't see too much of it because I was answering your question, Joshua. But that looks
games and some cool stuff. We've got something very cool to wrap up the pre-show as our last premiere that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So
something cool?
At the top of the hour, we're going to get
music. I like the sound of that, guys.
From Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel to preview what we're hoping, all our hopes and dreams for Xbox today. Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron, you ready for Blinks?
Dude, you're way ahead of me, brother. I was all blinked up, and you just brought the heat, man.
You've been waiting all summer for this moment. Well, the time sweeper returned. All right, good to have you with us, Aaron. We got Danny O'Dwyer from No Clip. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just really happy for Aaron to get his blinks. He's been waiting for was it a month since we talked on PlayStation? Forget all these new studios and all these new games that all their acquisitions are going to do. It's all about the blinks.
Bring back the time sweeper, right? That's clearly the closer of the show, right? You must know something. And finally, we've got Alana Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. All right, you're all chipper. We're ready to go. This is Xbox Day. Going to be hopefully some excitement for all of us with what Xbox has in store. So we joked about Blinks, but Xbox has a lot of franchises, a lot of history in gaming over the past 20 years. I'm going to open with the same question I had for the last panel. What are your hopes? What are your expectations? What do you want to see from Xbox in this next hour that's going to, convince you that they've got a lot of great stuff and, charting the future of gaming? Aaron, let's take Blinks off the table. Beyond that, what else can they do for you today?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, man, I want to know what the heck's going on with Exomecha, because that, I was not expecting something like that, and holy
That's
crap.
That's a Transformer action?
That appealed to, my 80s, early 90s culture mind. I was just like, it's just big silver robots punching each other, and there's a robot dragon, I guess.
Hey, I don't blame them. That was a big thing back in the 80s.
All right, so Exomecha, clearly at the top of the pile. They've already won you over. Danny, you visit a lot of studios around the world when we can, hear about them, hear their stories. No Clip, you do some incredible documentaries. From your perspective, what does Xbox have to do today? What do you want to see in this hour showcase?
Well, we've had Microsoft, doing a lot of acquisitions over the past couple of years, and a lot of studios that were sort of working on games, perhaps, or working on smaller games for them. So I think what I'm excited for today is for a bunch of those studios to maybe show something off. So one studio we visited earlier this year was Obsidian, who were working on Grounded. They've been acquired by Microsoft in the interim, or just prior to that. So I'm interested to see if we'll see what everyone hopes, which is a big budget Obsidian role-playing game. That's kind of on my top list of things I'd like to see. And then the other one is what's happened to Fable. Obviously, in the past couple of Lionhead isn't around anymore. There's a lot of rumor that Playground, who work on the Forza series, may have sort of taken up the mantle on that. It's been rumored that they've been working on some sort of open world role-playing game as well. So those are kind of the two that I'm looking to see. And just anything else from the rest of their acquisitions, like Double Fine. I'm sure they're a small team, so I'm sure they're not running multiple projects, but you never know. Maybe they're at early concept phase on something.
No, I think RPGs is a great genre, right? Where it's like Xbox has done lots of action games, but doing RPG stuff, I think, is an opportunity for them to show some great stuff in the RPG genre. Alana, what's I know you've been fan of Gears. You've been fans of you're excited about Cyberpunk that's coming out. That obviously will be on all systems, but on Xbox as well. What do you want to see from Team Xbox this morning?
Also blinks. No, I'm kidding. I love Fable. I really want a new Fable. Like Danny said, it's rumored that Playground Games are working on it, and I buy that rumor. They hired a lot of people from a lot of studios known for making really big games, including Rockstar and Guerrilla. So I really, really, really want to see Fable. I love that world, and I feel like there's something so pleasant about a British RPG, like the humor captured in the original Fable game. I just love so much, and obviously Peter Molyneux would no longer be attached, so that changes things. But that's what I really, really want. Also, really obviously excited to see more Halo. Very curious to see if any of the Perfect Dark rumors hold up, because I also love Perfect Dark. But to get away from games hype, I really want to know more about xCloud. I'm kind of hoping that we hear a little bit about xCloud and what they're planning to do with that in the future after that Game Pass announcement, which is super exciting. So those are my big three.
No, I think you're right. There's such an interesting story there around what's happening with Xbox Live, with Game Pass, this idea of, having the, a subscription sort of approach, right? Versus buying $60 games time and again. It seems like part of Microsoft's approach is, very Netflix-like, and that you're going to sort of get all these games, all this content. And that'll mean big games, but also, potentially smaller games that people are more likely to sample, which I think is, a huge opportunity here to see a diversity of content. That there'll be some stuff for the super core gamers, but maybe some stuff that's a little broader in its appeal too. Let's talk about Halo. They've done a very good job over the past week hyping everyone up around Master Chief's return. Seems like a bit of a spiritual reboot in a way of Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key art, the box art yesterday, which was like very reminiscent of the original Halo Combat Evolved. We know we're going to see the campaign today. We saw, I think it was last year at E3, we saw kind of we've actually passed two E3s, we saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite. Originally, we saw kind of the engine, and then last year we saw, sort of an in-game sequence, or at least rendered in engine. What are your hopes? What does Halo have to do? Obviously a legendary
now as a
franchise,
so am I not really a shooter fan, and I'm excited to see what Halo Infinite brings to the table too.
Right now,
But
what do you want
I'm
to
not
see in a new
super
Halo?
excited for it. But
Halo's
listen, like I do with MusicClues, guys, I'm going to try the series. So yeah.
I think we'll
Speaking of which, guys, later today, be sure to expect more Xbox Game Pass demo videos. As you probably noticed in the last bunch, I've been using the surprise me feature on the Xbox to choose demos at random, so I don't even know what I'm going to be playing. So I got to jump in on the fly and adapt. If it ends up being the strength of mine, okay. If it ends up being the weakness of mine, then hey, it's a good time to get better at it.
I want a groundbreaking story. I want something that kicks me in the feels, like Reach did, or like ODST did. But with the lore and the nerdiness of probably a Halo 2, just as long as Chief's with me the whole way, I'm going to be good, though.
Yes, as you said, a focus on Master Chief. In terms of the style of gameplay, Danny, we see kind of first-person games going in different directions, co-op with other sort of, aspects to it. The sandbox style of Halo is something that I think people really like, the skirmishes and whatnot in the gameplay. Do you think, does that still hold up in 2020, or what do you, when you see this demo or gameplay footage, what are you going to be looking for that's going to cue to you like Halo's back?
Yeah, I think that's the big sort of question on this. When we first saw Infinite, it was around the time that big sort of shift into games as a service was happening, where games like The Division and, I mean, Destiny is obviously the sort of most obvious one, where we're turning into these platforms that we're getting catered to and new content over and over and over again. And obviously the word Infinite sort of implied something along those lines. So I'm really interested to see, Halo, when it first came around, and then when it had its sort of like soft reboot in a way with Halo 3, it's sort of like re-emergence. I feel like it was very much a game that was pushing both single player and multiplayer, and also just a lot of interconnectivity with different types of modes and stuff. So it's always been on this sort of bleeding edge of like gameplay design. And The other side of it that I'm really interested in is just how the Slipspace engine works, because they've had access to the hardware, or they've known what the hardware was going to be like longer than anyone. So really, we always look at the Forzas as the, beautiful showcases for new hardware, but I think in the same way, whatever we see from that gameplay is going to give us a real indication of just how good games can look on the system.
No, that's a great point. I think, as you said, this is hopefully going to be the high bar of what we can look for visually and in terms of gameplay and the experience with
Yeah,
it.
I'm excited to see the Forza
Jeremy,
2 now.
much of a Halo
I'm
guy,
expecting Microsoft
besides
to follow the
the
pattern of
skin,
usual,
something like that,
so
but,
there's not
what's
going to be a
the
Horizon
issue
for a
is,
while,
this is the first person
probably won't be for a
action
couple
game
that
to get.
couple years,
for me, Halo's always all
as
been
it's usually
about,
2
multiplayer,
motorsports
right?
and
So, like,
1
I've never
Forza
used
Horizon.
single-player
Horizon
campaigns,
seems to be a pretty good pattern, in my opinion. I would love for them to keep
really
that
hope is that there's sort of like a dedication
because it really
to
takes a
the
while to
style
build up
of
Horizon.
Halo, right? Like,
Horizon more
I
than
feel
it
like
does
every
with
game nowadays, it's
Motorsport.
like heroes this, heroes that. And I love Overwatch, but if we're playing Halo, I want to go back to Deathmatch. I want to go back to Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. Like, I'm way into that kind of gameplay. So if they can like modernize that and make it still have that sort of, like it feels new. It doesn't feel like, oh, they're just re-releasing Halo or like Unreal Tournament or something. That's what I'm looking forward to. Is what can they do with multiplayer?
I'll take a re-release of Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared about kind of what you said, Danny, that they're going to Destiny-ify the single-player campaign, which is a very profitable thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I know you said how they blend single and multiplayer, and it sounds like they're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer, so you said how that's all going to blend together and how they're going to kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams sometimes. We see lots of footage, but then we have all these questions afterwards about like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that a co-op? Is that single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox going to join us afterwards to break down some of what we see, and hopefully we'll get some information in the show as well about what they're doing with Halo. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We will all watch everything together here at the top of the hour. We are about 30 minutes away from the live Xbox game showcase. We don't know where it's going to start or where it's going to end, but the one thing we do know is that Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well, so you guys can wait with us. But we've got much more to talk about when we've got some more world premieres to show you guys. Right now, we've got an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
Okay, so another new trailer for Watch Dogs Legion, which we just saw at Ubisoft Forward a while back.
London is fucked. But don't worry, we've got our best man on the case. Because if anyone can fix this mess, it's this smooth bastard super spy. Oh. Well, looks like we're recruiting. It's a state of emergency. Move in and lock down the city. In the chaos, private armies have taken the streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended indefinitely.
A crooked spy agency lurks in the shadows.
It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And organised crime has grabbed the old city by the bollocks.
The Kellys have got a human organ black market. No, but I've got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the street.
You need to build a resistance. Recruit anyone in the whole city. And I really mean anyone. Genius hackers. Hard grafters. Idiots. Everyday people with something to fight for. And something unique to offer. The right person for the job. Or the ones you least expect.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm in.
Welcome to the Resistance.
get real. Find them. Recruit them. Welcome to the Resistance.
All right, well, as we've mentioned quite a few times, we are going to get a first look at the campaign of Halo Infinite. And I asked a friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja for many things over the past few years, but he actually started and created quite a stir with all his awesome Halo gaming and gameplay back in the day. So without further ado, let's hear from Ninja about what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. Tyler, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what Xbox has in store. And here's what I want out of Halo. If Halo Infinite can just give us an incredible campaign to close out with just a classic series with a beautiful ending and a matchmaking / multiplayer system where the ranking system is unique and it works, and just really amazing, iconic maps. I feel like a lot of people loved the Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 maps that came out. They just felt so fun, whether it be super bouncing for Halo 2, mating all the weapons up and learning all that in Halo 1, and just the flow of Halo 3. It was just something so incredible. Played all of them, I loved them all, and if Halo Infinite can just get that down, get some of those things down, right? Give us amazing weaponry, right? Weapon gameplay, like the Halo 1 classic pistol, the Halo 2 battle rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle, and sniper. I think that it'll be in a really good spot, and I'm just excited to see what they have in store, man.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true, hopefully, at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my home country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this and got excited about just a brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
All right, a new game. Let's see what this one. Woo! Okay, I like the look of this. Definitely a grayish feel. Okay, maybe actually more of a brick view. Echo Generation, coming 2021. I like it. Looks interesting.
Definitely some Stranger Things vibes to that one. Echo Generation with the hockey smash. Very exciting. All right, now it's time to get to another world premiere. Check this out. Oh, wait, we got YouTube creators, first of all. Sorry. I get so excited. I think there are more world premieres coming. We do have more coming, don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creators around the world to hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox, hopefully at the top of the hour. So let's check this out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. And today, I'm so much excited for this Xbox event because with this, we're going to get ourselves the brand new Halo stuff. And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012, and I just used to spend hours and hours making a map on Halo 3 than actually playing the game. Me and my friends, we used to be like, okay, let's just put that over there, let's put this over there, and literally, we used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps and all that stuff. And it just used to be a fun game in general. Can anyone forget about the skulls? Like, we used to have to go ahead and collect them. Like, I can go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try different stuff. And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own. There used to be co-op, there used to be 1v1, King of the Hill, Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this game, because especially for content creators out there, there's going to be so much stuff to make content on, especially, there's going to be campaign, and plus if you guys make content on multiple...
Right, Joshua? The atmosphere on that one is, oh my gosh.
So I really wish
That's
in the
so
brand new
good.
Halo, we get
By the way,
actually
how's the
co-op
stream
game
going?
mode with that,
Going. You're not lagging behind, right?
Game modes that we used to have it in Halo 3. I still wish
Hey,
those
that Echo Chamber definitely is, Echo Generation is definitely something I'm going to definitely check out on the channel later.
Hey guys, Little Jesus here. Now I vividly remember buying my very first Xbox. I have it right here. It is the beautiful, translucent Halo Edition Xbox. When I first saw this
Lucky
game,
duck.
I'd
kill for something like that.
And so many great AAA games as well as hidden gems. And then when it came time for the Xbox 360, well, this was my machine of choice right here. I have the special edition E3 2005 faceplate on here.
Whoa!
Back when you had to have an external Wi-Fi adapter. It wasn't built into the machine, but man, I have so many great memories playing awesome games on this. Now, when it comes to the Xbox One, I'll admit I was a bit late to the party on that one, but I eventually did pick up the Xbox One X. You see the Gears edition here, and I have to say I was blown away by this. It's excellent hardware, and the games are absolutely amazing on it. And so, from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on powerful hardware and performance. Plus, they've added a bunch of first-party developers over the last couple of years, and there is that awesome backwards compatibility, which is important for collectors like me.
Okay, good to hear.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be pretty cool, and I want to learn more.
Hola, amigas, amigos. Yo soy Antrax. Wow.
So we're hearing from international YouTuber creators like me and the Go Gamers personally. By the way, guys, I hope you like this layout I made. I just made this last night. This is the layout you guys are going to see whenever I go live with StreamYard. Obviously, you have my logo in the right-hand corner there, and then MusicClues live, along with a couple circles.
Con Halo 4 recuerdo que mi primer trabajo entré a trabajar para poder pagar el juego. Y entonces eso me ha causado una gran felicidad todo el tiempo con Halo.
This one right now, Joshua, Metal like Jesus.
Lo voy a jugar hasta que me muera. Y lo que se viene con este nuevo título, nueva entrega, estoy seguro que va a ser lo mejor.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson here, and here are the 5.
Oh, there's Lamar Wilson. I know this guy.
I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I love it so much that I can't wait to see what's next. Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game's about, but I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gears 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking the Horde out at the center, at the literal core, hopefully for the final time. Now, number 4, since we're talking about Gears, why not a Lego's Gears Saga? They did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego? Like, I would actually like to play that. So they need to.
Lego Gears?
One tore me a new one. It's one of the most.
Well, I guess it's not totally out of the picture, but okay.
Want more. Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes, I am.
Lamar fully decked out his Xbox gear, ready for the show, and it was so cool to have gamers from around the world joining us from India and Mexico, and obviously here in the United States, because one of the things I think we found this year more than ever is that games bring us together, and people are watching all around the world. So I want to say hello to everyone watching this special event, where hopefully we're all just going to be excited about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it, and then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions, and we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations, and we'll also do a poll on Twitter, so make sure to vote on that. But right now, it is time to get to another world premiere. This is a sequel to a game that if you watch YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out.
A sequel? What could it be? Neighbor 2! I heard about this one.
There it is. Hello, Neighbor 2. And we've got some more games still to come, and we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase from Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes and then our post show afterwards. But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program, a great program this week. Actually, if you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event, over 70 games that you can download and preview for free.
Which I am currently doing, by the way, guys. So I'll have more gameplay videos out later on today after the showcase is over. Over 5 videos again today. So be sure to look forward to it. And again, I'll have no idea because I'm using the Surprise Me feature on the Xbox, so I don't even know what I'm going to be playing. Now world premiere. All right, here we go. Oh, the big con. I haven't ever seen this one earlier.
There you go, Shredder snowboarding game. I missed my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox program that we're excited about. All right, now, though, we have a pretty cool brand new game to show you. This comes from a legendary game creator. And when I saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
Hello, Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中井祐一です。今日は皆様に不思議な物語をお届けに参ります。僕は現在スクエアエニックスにてバランカンパニーという新しいブランドを立ち上げました。そしてここにいる昔ソニックや
Oh, it's like Square Enix is launching that new branch.
10年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。中さんがスクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっくりしました。僕も驚いたよ。しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲーム、世界中の皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームの全てを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲーム、バランワンダーワールドです。アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装の
Actually, game based off a musical theater? I'm sold! Anything music related, you got me pretty much hooked on. We don't get that many music games. And we've been getting a lot more of them lately, so I'm totally sold on that.
あなたはさまざまなアクションを駆使して進んでいきます。アクションの一つ一つが衣装に割り当てられており、その数はなんと80種類を超えます。衣装を次々に着替えながら各ステージに散りばめられた謎を解き、そしてネガティブな気持ちにとらわれてしまったキャストたちの心をあなたの手で取り戻してあげてください。本作は24言語に対応予定です。Xbox One、さらに Xbox シリーズ X にももちろん対応し、片方のコンソールを持っていればどちらでも遊んでいただけるスマートデリバリーにも対応する予定です。世界中の皆様に 4K の最高画質で本作の世界を隅々まで楽しんでいただきます。ワンダーワールドの世界で皆様をお待ちしています。最後に今日は全世界初公開の映像も準備いたしましたので、どうぞご覧ください。It's show time.
All right, we're gonna get a gameplay first look. It looks like
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
CD platformer. Oh, nice.
Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities. your hearts to discover what's most precious. Balan Wonderworld. Every moment is an adventure.
Coming spring 2021.
There it is, the announcement
Yeah.
of Balan Wonderland. Nights was such a special and important game to me. I want to thank Nakasan and Square Enix for sharing that world premiere announcement with us here on the pre-show. There's even more good stuff, though, coming up at the top of the hour. We are just 6 minutes away, so we're going to have another group join us here as we count down in the final 5 minutes. We got Matt Pat joining us live from the Game Theorist headquarters.
It's over. I could check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over. Stand aside Halo Infinite. That was what I needed to see.
I was going to say, I was pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement. Yeah, just to have those guys back doing that. So, yeah, I agree with you, Matt Pat. All right, we've also got JD Witherspoon joining us. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going. But I'm like, let's talk real quick.
I was going to say, we got 5 minutes. And joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you doing?
Hey, I'm really good now. Like, after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it. That's the end of the show for me.
I am totally buying that
it was
game.
Nice, happy, uplifting. We need a game like that. So that was, a pretty good way to end the pre-show. And hopefully means there's even more big surprises coming in the
What did you think of Balan Wonderland, Joshua, by the way? Wait, acted by Yuji Naka, by the way, for those who don't know. He helped out with Sonic.
Let's kind of get
and
Balan Wonderland, but
Dreams and Suspenders, as this one, this seems to be what it's more based off of.
What does Microsoft need to do to get an A from you watching this conference? So what's it going to take? Let's start with you, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, to me, we all know Halo Infinite is the big gem in their crown, right? Like, that's the piece that they're selling, the killer app. That is their killer app. But to me, you know, as a mild Halo fan, I want to see what is the other thing that's going to get me to buy this system in particular. And if it's not a neon green skin, like we saw for the earlier Xbox generations, to coat that big, like, obelisk that you're buying with Xbox Series X, Balan Wonderland, or Balan Wonderworld, might have sold it for me. It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020, that the world needs in 2020, and it hits me right in the nostalgia field. So I needed another killer app for this system, and that might have been it.
Wow. All right. You guys are done in the pre-show. I like it. There are already high marks. JD, we know we're going to see Halo. Seems like you're sufficiently hyped if you've got your Master Chief helmet. What's it going to take to get an A from you in the post-show grade?
Well, I mean, obviously Halo. I would love for them to take the Halo Infinite and use it to be showcased the same way they showcased Halo 2 from the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember that. They did the gameplay mixed in with cutscenes. And then, I mean, I believe we talked about Fable a little bit earlier. I believe Fable 4 would be great. I don't know if they've ever put out that last Fable. I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me personally, I want a new Matrix video game. I know that no one in the chat wants that, but hey, remember Enter the Matrix? That was fire. Remember that bullet time? Yo, bring me back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right now.
Intersect
Matrix.
Yeah, all right.
The one that made me question life itself.
New Matrix. Keanu. They used Keanu last year, so you never know. Bring him back again. Allegra, I know you're excited about Balan, what they're doing. What else will it take to hype you up to an A grade in the post-show?
Right. I mean, everything that's excited me in the pre-show is pretty much what I would also want in the post-show, which is interesting, sort of inventive, newer IP. Like, I'm not a big, Halo nerd or Watch Dogs or just anything with a number after it, unless it's some, like, bizarre number that has nothing to do with the game. Like, if it's a sequel, I'm pretty much out. But I would love to see more from Tell Me Why by Don't Nod. I would love to see some actual like gameplay and a good emphasis on that, because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity to Xbox. But in general, I like to be really surprised whether or not it's some, Final Fantasy exclusive that's making its way onto the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over. Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up again, I mean, that would be really great.
Hey, you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This thing is this year, anyone can show up, because around the world we can connect people, and it's so different to not be with you guys, with 5,000 people at the Microsoft Theater getting to see this stuff. But we are literally just about a minute away here from going live. You guys are going to join us afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet. And I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show for the Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go, so maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet on. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite. That's my prediction too. I'd be shocked if they say that's the last, but I'm not shocked.
Like, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky?
It's going to be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would love, because I need a bathroom break. So, sorry, JD.
The chat just lit up. He's gonna
Ow!
All right, but hey, we got Alan, and yeah, that's part of the fun is that we don't know what they're going to do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond that, they've really not told us anything else about what games are going to be in there. So you said, Tell Me Why, great example. Everwild, Psychonauts, those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates on. And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase. And it's exciting to watch it live here on YouTube. Well, Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference, see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them, and Xbox's Aaron Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of the news. So enjoy it. Watch it live here, the Xbox Games Showcase, an hour of games right here on YouTube.
Here we go.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
Yo, what's this?
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing until you step inside.
The main event, Halo Infinite.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on. No. No. You can't stand this. You free. No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening? I can't free any aircraft, Ken. Free what? You'll be safe here. Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home. There won't be a home if we don't stop the banish. You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away. Wait here. Oh. At least find. First, when I get back, we can look. Together. Okay, big guy.
Okay, so you'll be able to drive vehicles. Still like used to that in Halo 1. Indeed, Allison, this is good so far. I'm really enjoying it. Let's see what this is. Uh-oh! Big boys! Oh my gosh, that view was breathtaking. Oh! And you're dead.
UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The hardened and the banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of patriarchs. Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. Here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Halo Infinite, Holiday 2020.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
World premiere.
World premiere. Okay.
Welcome, everyone, to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox game studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in India.
World premiere.
All right, so it's Forza Motorsport 8. Here we go. Oh, this is familiar. Yeah, that was just Forza. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get another look at Everwild.
We all sense it, but only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments, in every step of a perilous journey, in the symmetry of ritual, in the bonds we share.
Yep, it's there. We're going to get a good look at Everwild. Interesting.
It teaches us to look beyond the expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world is a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Everwild. Yep, there it is.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, living. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You see what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chat of eyes.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Chapter 1 coming August 27th.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moose Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Private Division. Oh, this looks interesting.
The furthest reaches of the
Oh, it looks like this is Psychonauts.
in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover. full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking right on today.
With the right face,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrill.
Or maybe not.
Danger.
What could this be then?
Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
The Outer Worlds Peril Gorgon. September 9th.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
Grounded. July 8th, 28th.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
World premiere.
We have always known war. It forged our empire, turned heroes into queens and kings, and decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Airworld.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs,
This is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoy the trailer.
World premiere.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait. Going looking out around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
As Dusk Falls.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel. It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
What? Peter? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. So let's start rocking.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake of frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started healing. Now I feel out the galaxy and hear the flow of time. It's so tense, but now I sense a return to this ride. And I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They close eyes. Unlocking all my memories. Never, never.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's time to step beyond the light.
So Destiny 2 will be coming to Xbox Game Pass. And you'll get access to all the current expansions. That's something I'll definitely check out then. Decent showcase so far, Xbox. Decent showcase.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
Console exclusive launch title. Stalker 2.
World premiere.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of crime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back. If they make it back.
World premiere.
Oh, Enchant.
Something changed. My heart could not contain. Miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the wind's night was stronger to carry us away, but we moved on to it light the way to keep the reminder that love does not
It's Tetris Effect. So Tetris Effect is coming to Xbox Series X. Nice. Tetris Effect Connected Collection.
World premiere.
Oh, this is from Image and Flum. Flum, the creators of the SteamWorld series, best known by Nintendo fans.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Rex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
The Gunk. Blooper Team.
It all starts with a dead girl. The forest, the moon, scented pines, the lemon, the gunshot. Every story has two sides. The regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not a freaking nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can know them.
Hello? Anyone there?
This place.
The Medium.
World premiere.
Oh, this is from Sega. Oh, it's for Fantasy Star Online 2. Nice. A new Genesis, Fantasy Star Online 2, coming 2021.
You Easter eggs. I see your future. Your real risk is get off the weapon. You will become.
Destiny chose me to save this world. I will see it done. Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
17 seconds. Soon the entire world will burn, all because of him.
The ghost is here!
Crossfire.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
World premiere.
Playground Studios presents.
The world is filled adventurous 30 years. A fantastical creature.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
Where nature and magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
Fable! Yep, it is Fable! Nice! And that was it. Well, guys, it's official. Fable is returning for the first time in such a long time. So congratulations to all the Fable fans. I know you guys have been waiting patiently for that series to come back, so I'm very happy to see it return. I still have yet to play some of the Fable games, and Ethan does too, but from what we both played so far, it seems pretty decent. I will say this once we play more, I will let you know our full opinions, but congratulations, Fable fans. And seems like a lot of people's wishes for games that fans have been dying to see return have been coming true this year. Yeah, and Fable is definitely going to be one of them. I'm excited to see what this new installment of Fable goes. So, way to go, Xbox! You knocked it out of the park today. Hey, you got a lot to live up to, Sony. Only some of those may be console launch titles, but how much of that is also coming to the Nintendo Switch, which you have the pressure on you now. But either way, I am super excited to see what PlayStation has up their sleeve. So Microsoft's review what's coming up, Sony's review what's coming up. We're just still waiting on Nintendo, and given what they've said, sounds like we're going to be waiting a little longer. But yeah, my opinion, great event. And could have used a little bit less of the climactic trailers, but I'm not going to judge. But honestly, I'm super excited to see what other titles will be coming to Xbox Series X soon. As you guys know, I am definitely going to be getting it at launch, and considering how much we're going to be getting, I am more fun for sure, 100% for sure getting it at launch. So yeah. All right, that's all for now, guys. I got to get back to working on some videos for y'all. So, definitely. But speaking of which, if you want to tune in tomorrow, I'll actually be working on some stuff for Culture Clue Central in terms of thumbnails and thumbnail styles, so you guys can see me work on Photoshop live. And you all will get to see a sneak preview of what's coming up for the MusicClues Direct that's going to be happening the same day of the launch of Culture Clues Center. So yeah, look forward to that. All right, that's all for now, guys. I will see you guys soon. And this is yours truly, MusicClues, signing off. See ya.